Maasai Mara University first appeared on 31st July 2024. It appeared again 11th September 2024. We summoned them to appear. The Vice Chancellor, in her wisdom, was busy, and they did not appear. Nevertheless, we gave them another chance to appear today. Today being the last chance. So we hope they are ready. Itonge, the Auditor General.
Mr. Chairman, you recall that during our last meeting held on 11th of September, you directed that the university provides responses and additional documents to the Auditor General,
Yes.
which they only did yesterday.
Sorry?
You had directed that they provide responses?
Yes.
Yes.
They brought responses.
Yesterday.
They filed responses yesterday.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Madam Vice Chancellor, you're a public officer. Are you aware of that fact?
Chairman, yes, I'm aware.
Why are you finding it difficult to comply with the directions of this committee and therefore of the National Assembly?
Chairman, we're not finding it difficult to comply with the directions of the committee. Mr. Chairman, we tried our best level. You said that I was supposed to appear early with my team. Mr. Chairman, I was on official duty outside the country, and when I came back, we embarked on preparing the responses, which we did. I must apologize that we were not ready with the responses 5 days to, as is stipulated in the regulations, and therefore we gave the responses yesterday, Mr. Chairman.
Your understanding of the law, when are your responses supposed to be ready?
Mr. Chairman, it should be 5 days to the appearance. But remember, Chair, when we appeared here, we were told that we have to prepare 2 additional years, which were 2021-22, 22-23. So we were told to prepare those ones as well.
Immediately the auditor is done with you. The law contemplates that immediately after you must be ready for this specific audit. Honorable members, not once, not twice, we are here again. Maasai Mara University is not ready. I will open it to members so that after that we do an advisory to the National Assembly for action.
Chair, there's a letter to the effect that I traveled to India. I wrote. Thank you.
Madam VC, I'll advise that you conduct yourself as per the rules of this house, of this committee. Okay? You are not in Maasai Mara University. Yeah. If you want to talk, just alert me and I'll give you an opportunity to speak. Wakili Mwenje.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, we have a very serious problem in our country with some of our institutions. And I think, Chair, I don't know, I want to bring it to the attention of even the members of the committee, especially regarding Moi University, where you saw yesterday some of the officials from the university are recording statements, and I believe, Chair, even today the VC has been summoned by the DCI, I think the EACC. The reason I'm raising this issue is because we have a seriously falling standard as to the manner of how we run our university. And it's important, the reason why this committee was created, and maybe we need to bring it to the attention of both the members of the press and even the universities. In the last parliament, the PIC committee was one unified committee. This parliament, in the wisdom of the 12th parliament, they saw it fit to break and create a special public investment committee on governance and education that specifically addresses matters to do with education. And it is through that, in the last 2 years, through this committee, Chair, we've been able to unravel the rot within our institutions. And therefore, we cannot emphasize it further. The fact that our own house, the 12th house, saw it fit to create this committee, and that we continued to do so in this 13 to uncover these issues. Therefore, it means the role of this committee is very clear, and we must do our job thoroughly. And if we fail to do what we are required to do, Chair, it means that the standard of education in our universities will continue falling. This is the case that we are hearing here. When we sit here, where the same institution you've appeared before us, we've sent you back, you come, we have still some issues to address. You can see the entire delegation that is here, that have appeared here, which is at great cost, that it means we're not doing service to the taxpayers. And there comes a time where litigation, as I would put it, because here we're here to prosecute. At a certain point, Chair, litigation must come to an end. If we get to the point where these matters cannot be properly addressed here, then, Chair, we are left with choices other to make the very tough decisions which you are empowered through our standing orders and even our constitution.
Thank you very much, Chair. I'm being corrected that the documents went the other day, not yesterday. I don't know what happened, but all the same, yeah, it went below 5 days. So I apologize to the committee, and we're in touch with the auditor, and I even sent a team yesterday that went and sat with the auditor the whole day so that they can go through our responses. So, Chair, I highly apologize for that. It was not intentional. I don't disrespect the committee. I have high regard for this committee. But I must admit that from the time I came from India, I was unwell. But I know my team was working on the documents. Chair, the whole weekend, even though I was not still very well, we worked on the finalization. So the documents went to him, though not 5 days as stipulated, but at least we sent them the day before yesterday. And we sent our team, Mr. Chairman, that sat with him to take him through the responses, given that we had the 2 other years that parliamentary committee added us. So they went through the entire documentation yesterday. So I must first of all apologize for the lateness. If I've apologized, I want to also beg, Mr. Chairman, that if I'm to be sent away, everything is with us here. And the auditor has everything with him. All the responses are with us here. Mr. Chairman, I apologize to the committee. I want to beg that I be forgiven for this matter. I plead guilty of not obeying the 5 days. Give us 1 week, Mr. Chairman. Actually, you are giving the auditor, not us, because us were ready. But if the auditor 2 days were less, give us 1 week for the auditor to go through the responses, and then, Chair, we can appear before your honorable committee. Thank you, sir.
Madam Bisi, where are you getting this 5-day thing? If I may ask. From what state? Where are you getting the 5-day deadline? From what statute?
Sorry, Mr. Chairman, I've forgotten the particular regulation, but I know it states that 5 days.
There is no regulation whatsoever.
I'm sorry about that.
It speaks about 5 days.
I'm sorry about that.
It is a letter we wrote to you that at least furnish us with those responses within the
5 days before.
Yeah, before. So don't hang on that.
I'm sorry, Chair.
Even if we were to deal with that, honorable members, the auditor needs time to review the responses from our clients. It can't be a day, it can't be 2, it cannot be 3. The Vice Chancellor is a counting officer. She knows that very well. Or at least the law expects her to know that very well. This audit, the first audit of 3 years was concluded so many years ago. Up to now, you are not ready. Someone may want to imagine you are just on a fishing expedition on Padiums. How do you come here today and ask us, allow me to come again next week? This will be the 3rd, 4th time. Madam Vice Chancellor, you are out of order. we took an oath as a committee to ensure that all public institutions will be resuscitated. We started with Moi. I'm sure you know now where Moi is. The Vice Chancellor now, we handed him over to DCI and EACC. And whichever way you look at it, we must sanitize high institutions of learning. And we must deal with the wrong behavior exhibited by officers like yourself. The committee directs, therefore, that your officers will not draw any per diem for the purpose of this visitation. Secondly, we invoke our standing orders. I will therefore read 191A. Where a witness summoned does not appear or appears but fails to satisfy the House or committee, the House or committee, in this case the committee, may impose, and therefore we move to impose upon you a fine not exceeding 500,000, having regard to your condition. A person may pay the fine under paragraph 1 to the clerk of the National Assembly. Number 3, this committee may order the arrest of a witness who does not comply with our instructions and directions. Madam Vice Chancellor, we are going to be raising an advisory to the National Assembly that we find you not capable of running that school, that you have been unable to comply with the law, and therefore we will be requesting that you do not handle affairs of Maasai Mara University until further notice. That communication, once done, will be brought to your attention of the Minister, PS, and the Presidency. We also invite you to reappear on 4th of December at 9 a.m. Thank you and God bless you. You may go. Please. And what we had forgotten to clarify, the fine is not from the university, but from you as a person. We will not listen to you before you commit those monies. A banker's check in the name of the clerk of the National Assembly.
Thank you, Chair. I think you have answered my question. The question I wanted to ask was whether that is money coming from me or from the institution, because I'm here not as myself. I'm here representing the institution, but I think you have said that it is from me. So I rest my case if that's the case. Chair, I would have really begged the committee not to fine me. The circumstances that led to the delay, we have tried our best level. Up to this moment, Mr. Chairman, it is the delay to give the auditor that I agree with.
I think you've explained that, and honestly, you don't make sense. It's not the first, it's not the second. And the attitude is not right. So you don't return us to the explanations because you've already given the explanation, which doesn't make sense. Don't take us back.
No, I will not, Chair.
Yeah, and it is so ordered.
Thank you, Chair. When I'm told not to handle the matters of the university, maybe I needed to be clear on that so that I know exactly what
we are going to present that to the National Assembly, to the floor of the House. Once we have the note, you will be communicated. You will be notified.
Thank you very much, Chair. Meanwhile, I wait for the communication.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair.
And we will see you on 4th.
Yes.
There is someone who wants to say something.
But Chairman, she looks so much like if she's not, like if she's so much into her kids, she can decide if she feels that, because I can see from her, she's begging when she can communicate and to not to continue with running the affairs of the university. And in those circumstances, it means that the university is at peril, it's at danger. Somebody who is so much needed to quit the university. And she can just resign if she so wills. Because, you know, from the tune and from the way she's presenting issues, it's something direct. Even resignation is an option, Chairman.
Well noted. You may not have to answer that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. We see you on 4th as you wait for our communication.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Have a blessed day.
Yeah, but Madam Vice Chancellor, we will not sit and allow Maasai Mara University to go the Moi University way. We will not. We will have let Kenyans down. We will not. We will do anything on that. Anything. So as you go, just know that that university is not a private KIOSK. Please, there are rules that govern that institution. Adhere to those rules. Thank you. God bless you.
Chair, God bless you too.